When Robert F. Kennedy Jr. promised to find the environmental cause of autism by September, epidemiologist Erin McCanlies was stunned. As an epidemiologist at the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health, NIOSH, which Kennedy oversees, McCanlies had spent nearly 2 decades studying how parents' exposure to workplace chemicals affects the chance of having a child with autism. Just weeks before Kennedy's pledge, she had been finalizing her 4th major paper on the topic when Kennedy eliminated her entire division. Kennedy has also overseen tens of millions of dollars in cuts to federal funding for research on autism, including its environmental causes. This contradicts his decades-long espousal of the debunked theory that vaccines cause autism, a view he maintains while publicly stating skepticism of scientists funded by his own agency. "We need to stop trusting the experts," he told an interviewer. McCanlies' work, often in collaboration with University of California, Davis scientist Hertz Picciotto, produced significant findings. Their studies established links between parental occupational exposure to solvents like lacquer, varnish, xylene, and methylene chloride and an increased risk of autism in children. A 2023 study identified specific genetic variants in 31 genes that, combined with solvent exposure, significantly elevate autism risk. Other government-funded research has linked autism to air pollution, pesticides, plastic additives like BPA, PFAS, forever chemicals, and the solvent trichloroethylene, TCE. Together, this research shows many environmental exposures interacting with genetics can increase autism likelihood. Despite these findings and his environmentalist background, Kennedy has remained publicly silent as the Environmental Protection Agency rolls back regulations. This includes reconsidering bans or restrictions on chemicals linked to autism, such as TCE and methylene chloride, and weakening air pollution rules, a known autism risk factor. The EPA also halted research, canceling grants like one investigating wildfire pollution and autism, though some were later reinstated after legal challenges. Kennedy's direct actions at HHS have been more severe. Beyond shutting down McCanlies' NIOSH lab studying occupational health effects, a review found over $40 million in NIH grants for autism research cancelled under his leadership. Critics cite targeting of universities or mentions of prohibited topics like gender. Kennedy consolidated remnants of research divisions into a new administration for a healthy America, claiming savings while eliminating veteran scientists. Simultaneously, Kennedy launched a $50 million Autism Data Science Initiative. However, the process lacks the NIH's traditional transparency regarding reviewers, selection criteria, or final decision-makers. Researchers fear it will prioritize vindicating Kennedy's vaccine theories, ignoring decades of environmental research. Hertz Picciotto, despite calling Kennedy's agenda ridiculous and counterproductive, and McCanlies have applied, hoping salvage scientific value. McCanlies finished her final NIH study under Kennedy before her lab closed. It linked parental exposure to plastics and ethylene oxide to increased autism symptom severity and recommended stronger workplace protections, actions unlikely under the current policies Kennedy allows.